Jackson Davis in the left corner, double team to Hood-Schifino, swinging around the top of the arc. It's Galloway for three, splash! Trey Galloway hits from downtown. It's a 10-0 run for Indiana, and the lead has been trimmed to 3. Jackson Davis will take it back out, spin, turn, dribble, and throw it down with the left hand. Oh my goodness, that wasn't fair. Hood-Schifino around a screen, driving to the lane, puts one off the glass and in! Jalen Hood-Schifino hits a 5-point lead. Purdue the other way. Timeout, Matt Painter. It'll be Maryland basketball in their black uniforms, Hoosiers in their cream uniforms. Maryland will get it into Jahari Long, point guard off the bench for the Terps. Reese around a screen, driving to the paint, stripped from behind by Bates and falls to Jalen Hood-Schifino. He gets it ahead to Bates. He'll hold it up there for the Hoosiers. Indiana trying to take the lead with 13 minutes remaining. In the hands of the Big Ten Freshman of the Year, Jalen Hood-Schifino. He's around a screen, gets it to Miller Kopp, top of the key for the Hoosiers. Inside to Jackson Davis on the left block expended. Backing down, double team, Miller Kopp, left corner three, air ball, but Renew pulls it down, blocked from behind though by Scott. Terps basketball, what a play by Scott. Maryland the other way, all knotted at 43. Who can break the deadlock? Oh, Hart behind the back. Fancy footwork into the lane, but Bates stays with him. Now backing down Bates. Back out to Young. They quickly go back down to Hart. Spinning again in the lane off the glass. Doesn't go. Hart on the floor. No whistle. Pulled down by Kopp. Indiana basketball. Hoosiers head the other way. Tied at 43. Hood-Schifino around his screen. Floater in the lane. He's bumped, and a foul on Maryland on the shot. It'll be 2 free throws for Jalen Hood-Schifino. They're trying to give Indiana its first lead of the second half.
If that's on Reese, it's 4. I believe it is.
Yes, it is. Wow. I think we were both a little surprised. Kevin Willard just left him in the game when he got his third foul. That is a huge, huge play in this game. Reese has been really good defensively down low. So Hood-Schifino misses the first free throw off the front iron. Maryland's going to make a parade of changes here. 3 guys coming off the bench, 3 out. Carey, Long, and the aforementioned Julian Reese. Well, I'll take a seat. We probably won't see Julian Reese another five plus minutes, you'd think, with 4 fouls. Second for Hood-Schifino, nothing but net. So the Hoosiers take the lead. 44-43 with 12:20 left to play here from Chicago. Spot in the Big Ten tournament semifinals on the line. Terps basketball. Running the weave at the top of the key. It's Young. He's got a scheme. Driving into the lane. Gets to the corner. Hart for 3. Brack iron no good. Bouncing around, and it falls to Renew. Indiana basketball. Hood-Schifino will bring it up for the Hoosiers and slow it down. 12 minutes left to play. Hood-Schifino around his screen at the free-throw line. Driving in. Double pumps. Front iron shot doesn't go. Offensive board. Jackson Davis lays it in. And 1. The hoop and the harm by TJD. Timeout on the floor. 46-43. Indiana in front, and the momentum on the side of the Cream and Crimson. 11:54 left to play from Chicago. Back on the other side on WIUX 99.1. Welcome back to Indiana basketball on WIUX, your home for Hoosier Sports. Griffin Epstein, Max Parker in the United Center in downtown Chicago, Illinois. The Big Ten Tournament quarterfinals. Indiana leads 46-43. Trace Jackson Davis at the line to convert an and 1, and he does. Makes the free throw, and the lead is 4 for Indiana, 47-43 with 11:50 left to play. Terps will bring the ball up. They haven't scored in 2:30. Young on the right side of the wing. Guarded by Malik Renew. That's a mismatch. Around a screen, pulls up at the logo. Tried to get it inside, deflect, fell right back to him. Puts up a jumper, doesn't fall. Offensive rebound for Hart. He's spinning around. Looked like he traveled. Somehow it falls to Young. A baseline J doesn't go. And a board for Jackson Davis. He rushes it up. Kopp in the left corner thought about the 3, but pulls it down. 4-point lead for the Hoosiers. Jackson Davis spins, turns in the lane, off the rim and in. Oh, pretty. Jackson Davis puts Scott in the spin cycle and gives Indiana a 6-point lead.
Jackson Davis is just taking control of this game right now, and that's exactly what the Hoosiers needed.
He's got 16. Maryland basketball. Ian Martinez into the game for the Terps at the top of the key. Now it's Hart. He'll hand off to Dante Scott, who's fronting much of the load in the backcourt for Maryland. He drives, has a seam in the lane, lost the ball, bounces off the backboard, and falls to Hood Schifino. 10-0 run for Indiana over the last 3 minutes. They lead by 6. JHS directing traffic for Indiana to Jackson Davis at the top of the key. The All-American left side for the senior cop. Back inside to Jackson Davis. Spins in the paint and is fouled as he puts one up off the glass. Doesn't go, but Jackson Davis will have 2 more. You are right, Max. This is one of the best players in the country trying to lead his team into the Big Ten tournament semifinals.
Getting downhill, it's tough to stop Jackson Davis, especially once he gets inside the restricted area. There's no stopping him.
First for TJD is up and good. Indiana is still just 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Jackson Davis missed his first 3 free throws. But the Hoosiers now lead by 7, and all the momentum on the Cream and Crimson side. An 11-0 run over the last 3:36. Second up for Jackson Davis is good. Make it a 12-0 run and an 8-point lead for Indiana. 10:30 left to play from Chicago. Here comes the majority Cream and Crimson crowd again. Young at the Big Ten logo, around a screen, puts his head down, spins in the lane, nothing there. Out to the top of the key, and Scott, junk step, bets it back out to Young. He'll just force up a 3, back iron, no good. Battle between Jackson Davis and Hart. Whose ball is it? It is Maryland's ball. Actually, that was Reese who's back into the ball game, and he had a good fight with Jackson Davis to keep it Terps basketball. I guess Kevin Willard, I should say, just felt like he had to bring Reese back in, even with 4. Maryland basketball, 10 minutes left to play. Hoosiers by 8. Right side to Carey, who's also back into the ball game. To Young, he drives baseline, ball's over Renew. Oh, they're going to call the foul on Renew. Blocking foul on Malik Renew. Young bowled him over. And we'll have to get another look to see if Renew was moving. Foul's on the floor. It's the 5th on Indiana and the first on Renew.
I couldn't quite get a good look at that. I'm hoping for a replay. But a lot of tight calls here in this second half, especially down the stretch. Back to bringing Reese back in. I think Kevin Willard didn't really have any other choice. He needed his guy in.
Maryland basketball, Reese did a good job on Jackson Davis, especially in the first half. Young inside to Reese on the right block extended. Spinning in the lane is doubled, works through some traffic. Right-handed hook shot, back iron, no good. Jackson Davis with a ferocious rebound. And a little extra elbows thrown around to get Maryland out of the way. Tamar Bates on the left side for the Hoosiers, who lead by 8. Bates a 3, yes! Tamar Bates just throws up a 3. It goes in, and the lead has ballooned to 11. Timeout, Maryland. It's all Hoosiers in Chicago.